Every year, a staggering 2 billion tons of waste are dumped into our world's oceans. Have you ever stopped to consider the environmental impact of our everyday items? Let's take a moment to delve into this pressing issue. To begin with, let's talk about the elephant in the room: plastic waste. The average person uses around 300 plastic bags each year. That's more than 800 bags a day worldwide. These bags often end up in our oceans, causing harm to marine life and contributing to the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, a swirling mass of plastic debris twice the size of Texas. Next, let's discuss deforestation. We are losing 18 million acres of forests annually, an area roughly the size of the country of Panama. This loss not only displaces countless species, but also contributes significantly to global warming. You see, trees absorb carbon dioxide, one of the main greenhouse gases, and when they're cut down, that carbon dioxide is released back into the atmosphere. And then there's carbon emissions. Every minute, our cars emit around 300,000 pounds of carbon dioxide. Yes, you heard right, every single minute. This stream of emissions is a major driver of climate change, leading to rising global temperatures and increasingly severe weather events. But let's not forget about our food choices. The production of meat and dairy is responsible for a large chunk of greenhouse gas emissions. A single pound of beef requires over 5,000 gallons of water to produce, not to mention the vast amounts of feed, land, and energy needed. These are shocking statistics, aren't they? It's easy to feel overwhelmed, to think that our individual actions are insignificant in the grand scheme of things. But remember, change starts with us. Each one of us has the power to make a difference. By making mindful choices, we help reduce waste, protect our forests, cut down on emissions, and promote sustainable agriculture. But what if there was a way to change this? A way to reduce our environmental impact without breaking the bank? Well, stick around, because we're about to explore just that in the next segment. Imagine a world where every purchase you make doesn't contribute to the degradation of our environment. Now let's take a journey into a hypothetical sunny morning, and our protagonist, let's call her Jane, is ready to kickstart her day. With her reusable water bottle in tow, she heads out for her morning run, feeling the satisfaction of knowing she's already made an eco-friendly choice. Upon her return, it's time for breakfast. Instead of reaching for single-use plastic containers, Jane enjoys her meal from glass storage jars, reducing waste and adding a touch of elegance to her meal. Next, Jane prepares for her weekly grocery run. Armed with her canvas tote bags and a list of package-free items to buy, she heads to the local farmer's market. Here, she fills her bags with fresh produce, choosing fruits and veggies that are in season, supporting local farmers, and cutting down on carbon emissions from transportation. As the day progresses, Jane tends to her household chores. She reaches for her homemade, all-natural cleaning products, safely stored in reusable containers. She's not only saving money, but also protecting her home and the environment from harsh chemicals. Finally, it's time for Jane's commute to work. Instead of hopping into her car, she opts for her bicycle. The wind in her hair and the sun on her skin remind Jane of the simple joys of sustainable living. Plus, she's reducing her carbon footprint and getting a great workout at the same time. As she settles into her work, Jane sips her coffee from a ceramic mug, refusing disposable alternatives. She powers her laptop with energy sourced from her rooftop solar panels, a symbol of her commitment to renewable energy. Throughout her day, Jane's choices reflect her dedication to living sustainably. These small, yet significant swaps have not only reduced her ecological impact, but also enriched her life in unexpected ways. And that, my friends, is a glimpse into a day of sustainable living. So, how can you start your journey towards sustainable living? Let's talk about some affordable, eco-friendly swaps. Imagine this: you're standing in the supermarket aisle, and you're about to reach for that plastic bag. But wait. Instead, you pull out a reusable bag from your pocket. This small action is your first step towards a more sustainable lifestyle. Reusable shopping bags are not only kinder to the environment, but they're also cost effective in the long run. Many outlets even offer discounts if you bring your own bag. So, it's a win-win situation. Now, let's move to another part of your home, your bathroom. Did you know that every plastic toothbrush you've ever used is still out there somewhere, not decomposed? A simple swap here can be a biodegradable toothbrush. They work just as well and are available at almost the same price as their plastic counterparts. Next up, your kitchen. Swap out your regular dish soap with a block of soap. It lasts longer, reduces packaging waste, and is just as effective at cleaning your dishes. Plus, it's a fun change to your routine, don't you think? Moving on to the living room. How about swapping your regular light bulbs with energy-saving ones? They last up to 12 times longer and use about 80% less energy. Imagine the savings on your energy bill, and you're doing good for the planet too. But where can you find these eco-friendly alternatives? Well, the good news is they're more readily available than you might think. Many supermarkets and online stores now have an eco-friendly section. There are also numerous online platforms dedicated to sustainable products. Do your research, compare prices, and read reviews to ensure you're getting the best value for your money. Transitioning to a sustainable lifestyle doesn't have to be overwhelming or expensive. It's about making small, manageable changes one step at a time. Remember, it's not about being perfect, it's about being better. And don't forget, every swap you make counts. You might think you are just one person. Now imagine if everyone made just one eco-friendly swap. That's billions of swaps worldwide and a massive reduction in environmental impact. So, start today. Make the swap. Choose the reusable bag over the plastic one. Opt for the biodegradable toothbrush. Switch to the block of dish soap. Install those energy-saving light bulbs. Every little change you make is a step towards a more sustainable future. And just like that, you're one step closer to a greener lifestyle. The choices we make every day might seem small, but collectively, they have a huge impact. Think about it. If each of us were to switch from disposable to reusable shopping bags, the reduction in plastic waste would be monumental. It's estimated that a single person using reusable bags over their lifetime would remove more than 22,000 plastic bags from the environment. That's no small feat. Now let's look at another example. Say we all decide to replace one meat meal a week with a plant-based option. The cumulative effect on carbon emissions would be equivalent to taking millions of cars off the road each year. Simple changes, but the results are astounding. Water bottles are another area where we can make a big difference. By choosing a reusable water bottle over single-use plastic ones, we can potentially save around 167 bottles per person per year. That's a lot of plastic not ending up in our oceans and landfills. What about if we swapped our regular light bulbs for energy-efficient LEDs? Not only would we save on our electricity bills, but we'd also significantly reduce our carbon footprint. To put it into perspective, if every household in the United States made this swap, it would be like eliminating the greenhouse gas emissions of more than 10 million cars a year. And let's not forget about the power of recycling. When we recycle our waste, we can reduce the need for new raw materials, which in turn reduces deforestation and saves energy. If we all recycled just half of our waste, we could save the planet from over 2 billion tons of greenhouse gas emissions annually. These examples show just how much of an impact our choices can have. Each swap, each decision to choose sustainability contributes to a healthier, cleaner planet. The power to make a difference is in our hands. Remember, the journey to sustainable living doesn't have to be overwhelming. It can start with small, affordable swaps that, when multiplied by millions of people, can lead to significant change. Now, it's your turn to make a difference. You've seen the impact of everyday items and the power of eco-friendly swaps. You've taken a journey towards sustainable living and seen the ripple effect of your choices. The earth is our home, and each one of us holds a piece of the puzzle to protect it. This isn't a journey you have to embark on alone. We're all learners here, and your experiences and insights are invaluable. Do you have a fantastic tip for living sustainably? Maybe a recipe for homemade cleaning products, or an eco-friendly brand you swear by, or perhaps you found a creative way to reduce, reuse, and recycle in your daily life. Your ideas can spark change and inspire others to join this green revolution. So, what's your best tip for living sustainably? Share it below, and let's inspire each other. And don't forget to subscribe for more eco-friendly tips and tricks. Check out my next video that YouTube suggests, and I'll see you on the other side.